I don't need you anymore.
Why did I say I don't need you anymore?
Because remember I was making potions for you guys? And then
In Factorio.
yeah,
That's right.
Factorio.
Automating you out of a job. Wait. That was lady friend ripping a paper towel. She's tiptoeing away. Get Frodo to talk. Frodo. All right, now let's start it up. It's July 10th, 2019. Lady friends creeping by me. So quiet. Ow. Okay. So we're recording in the kitchen, and we got MegaMatt.
Yo.
It's been a long time.
It has. It's been a while.
Did you and we did the first episode, didn't we?
Yep. That was upstairs.
And that was over a year ago.
In your hobby room.
Man, we celebrated 1 year Gregg Hansen podcast anniversary. You know what's funny is we were setting up and I was like, is this really called the Gregg Hansen podcast?
Yeah.
That's because of that one Not Impossible podcast.
I know.
You know what? We're going to
Jerk.
check on him. I bet he hasn't done any episodes.
Probably not.
Even though
He
doing
still
good
has
stuff.
a name.
Hey, Frodo. Wait, my cat's in the
he?
kitchen.
Where is he?
Impossible podcast. Hey, Frodo. Let's see if we can get the cat to talk.
Maybe.
All right, so I'll quit Googling. We got a lot to cover because last episode it was me, you, and Win, and we were talking about automation and Factorio and the Interstellar.
Yep.
And it's been a long time. Has it been 4 months?
Yeah. I would say, yeah, pretty close to that.
That's a long time. So I think the last two episodes we were talking about Gregg's eggs being a thing because we got 4 chickens and they were little baby the heck are they called? I forgot. Pullets? Yeah, that's what the younger hen is called. But they're in the garage. And they're in the brooder, which is basically a weird hillbilly farm name for a bucket with a heater on it.
Trough.
A brooder. So yeah, they got bigger. They grow really fast, like legit within a month. It's just like you see baby stage to teenager stage to like early adulthood stage for the chicken, and they look awesome. We got 2 barred rocks, 2 black Australorps, and that's where we left off.
Yeah. So what happened after that?
Well, after that, I guess fast forward a month, and we were at the same store that we got the original ladies, which, by the way, shout out to Helen, Rita, Donna Bell, and Luann. Luann. And then, so I was at the store, and actually we were there together, and we were picking up, chicken feed and other stuff. My fridge sounds funny. Picking up chicken feed, and then we stopped by where they sell the chicks, which was an awful idea. Because I don't know if you know this, if like the little chickens start bleeding or they show weakness, the other ones, like it's pecking order. They peck them to death, basically.
Oh.
So these little tiny chickens, like smaller than 2 of your fingers, were getting their butt pecked and it was bleeding by like they had at least 50 of these things in a small bin, like overcrowded like crazy. So they're all pissed off, pecking each other.
Right.
So we felt really bad because they were like not just pecking the bloody butt part of the chicken, they were like biting and pulling, and you could hear the little one screaming. So of course that was awful, and lady friend thought that was awful. So I was like, well, we can do a few things. We can leave. We can pick it up and put it in another bin. Even though we're not supposed to touch them, who cares?
Right.
Or we can buy them. And there was another one that was getting pecked. So we saved the weakest chickens, which are now Laverne and Shirley.
Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah. So then, and these were 2 more of the Barred Rock breed.
Mm.
So then we're like, well, we might as well get one extra one. That was my idea. I was like, well, whatever. We're gonna have 6 chickens. Why not have 7?
Why
Because
not
we wanted the different breed. The Easter egger was the original one, but they didn't have them.
Mm-hmm.
An Easter egger breed will breed or lay blue and green eggs.
That's crazy.
Which I didn't know was a thing.
Green eggs and
this.
ham.
That's right. Don't even need the food coloring anymore.
No.
So we brought 3 more chickens home, put them in the brooder, and by the time we did this, we just moved the girls outside from the garage. So now we had a new set of 3 chickens in the garage. Got an outdoor coop set up. Oh man, so house projects since it's been 3 months.
Yeah.
I think the first thing we did was my brother and I. Shout out, bro. He came over on a Friday that I took off work, and we used an auger, a tow behind auger that's like on wheels, 600 pounds, and you can leverage it on the wheels. And we dug 13 or 15 3-foot deep post holes. And the day before, I'd gone and got these metal posts instead of wood for this fence that we were putting up, 6-foot privacy fence. Dug them all up within 3 hours, 4 hours, and then had all of them in with quickset cement like half a day. It was stupid. And then that night, I just doing runs in my 2008 Honda Element, getting more cedar planks from Home Depot, and we got the first thing done, and then the next day, whole thing done.
Right.
So 2 days, fence done. That was awesome. We used screws and nails and concreted every metal post, and I just kind of fabricated a gate a week later. So fence done. Big one. Never thought I'd get a fenced-in yard. I don't know if it has anything to do with lady friend moving in like 2 weeks before that. Probably unrelated. I always wanted it anyway.
Yeah.
But she has dogs, so why not?
Why not? Yeah.
And you don't have to chain them up. You just open the door. They go in the bathroom. Come back in. Little guys. Frodo does all right with them. Hey, Frodo. Come here.
He doesn't want to be bothered.
Care. Can't be bothered.
Oh, but you're forgetting after you got these chickens, you're like, Gregg texts me and he's like, hey, you want to come over and help me build an extension on the coop?
It'll only take a little bit.
It'll only take like 20 minutes.
That's a classic move. And it's not like I premeditated this. I just think I'm overly optimistic about times. So you came over and I got a Krieg jig for doing pocket joints.
Oh yeah.
So I'm doing pocket joints, and I'm making an 8-foot long by 6-foot wide by 2.5 or 3 feet tall chicken coop run.
Yep.
And we got the Ryobi staple gun and all the chicken wire. And we made that. Was it one day?
Oh yeah, it was one day.
It was basically most of the day. It was like 8 hours or something, right?
I think it was 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah, because we went out for a bit.
Yeah.
6 or 7 hours. Cedar made this run. I'll post it on the Arcade Impossible Instagram. So yeah, we got that done too.
Yeah, that was fun.
And then the day after the fence got done, put a gazebo up on my deck.
Oh yeah, I wasn't around for that, but
that was a few hour thing. So I was like, yeah, I want an outdoor living room because, got a fenced in yard now.
Yep.
Move the hot tub off the deck.
Yep.
I got a deck now. So put a gazebo out there that's can be 4 seasons, and got the outdoor carpet thing going and an outdoor day bed. And and got end tables, got an outdoor Alexa. Sorry, everyone who has Alexas. I think mine just got mad too. And just got it all set up and seating for 5 or 6 if you pull out the ottomans in the middle. It's great.
What's that little fire pit thing?
And there's a fire pit in the middle.
Yeah.
That's a table and it's propane tank.
Yeah, it's insane.
And it's got the lava rocks. So lots and lots of projects. Definitely. So we already covered Lady Friend. Hopefully she'll say hi later on. Gazebo's done. And then, after that stuff's done, kitchen remodel.
Oh, yeah.
This is stuff
Speaking
I've
of
just
that.
wanted to do, but why do it when I'm just here by myself, I had very 80s looking kitchen before. So I had fake butcher block counters and cabinets that are just wood grain, and I guess the soffitting, they painted it red. I didn't care. I thought it was great. Whatever. I have a house. This is nice.
Right. Oh, yeah. Right.
But then, got this like brushed granite black pearl counters, put in a nice huge sink.
Yeah.
And then really nice range microwave, and painted it all white with that hard enamel. Oh, dang it. I can't remember. It's not Sherwin-Williams. It's whatever really good brand that everyone just gets all crazy, the jizz over it. They're like, oh my God, the best paint ever. I remember calling my dad about paint, and he's like, oh, you got to get this one for sure.
Oh.
So it's like, it's got that brand.
Bear?
Nope.
No, it's not Bear.
Everyone hates Bear.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So whatever, it's that really good one. Maybe I'll remember it, but did like 5 coats of that.
Okay.
And got to do the door still spraying, but now that the kitchen works, I can't be bothered to finish it right now. Also ripped out soffitting above the breakfast bar area, so I can just see it's bare on the ceiling right now.
Yeah.
A little bit of work to do, but whatever. It looks great.
No, it looks good.
Mm-hmm.
It does. It
Had a
really
garage
does.
sale, got rid of a ton of crap.
Oh, yeah, you did have a garage sale.
Bunch of games. I think I sold some arcade machines, didn't I? I got rid of...
oh, yeah. Not at the garage sale, but
like shortly before that.
Yeah.
And some gaming stuff, a poppin' music controller, Beatmania controller. I sold a Commodore portable.
Yeah.
Big name collector things, but I got Robotron. I'm good. Like, you only need those few things. I feel like it gets diluted if you get more and more things.
True.
Like having that Robotron prototype.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
it
if
was
I had a
nice
museum,
at the
that'd be cool
time.
to have.
Right.
But no.
It just sat in your office.
Right. It's a cool thing to experience. Life's about experiences, not the things.
Right.
So yeah, I got a new job too. So that's cool. Because we were talking about automation, and I think we were talking about I was starting a job.
Yeah, I think last time you were just starting your new job.
I started it. It's going great. Things are great.
Awesome.
I'm into, infrastructure and security now, without talking too much detail, but it's very interesting. We'll have to have somebody on to talk about network security and hacking and stuff sometime. That'd be interesting. We don't have any hacker friends, though.
No, we really don't.
Which sucks. You know what we should do is I'll hack one of our friends and we'll have him on.
Oh, okay.
And then you and I can just talk about how bad they got hacked. Just be like, oh yeah, totally SIM swapped and got into all your stuff. It's great. Illegal.
Totally legal.
Yeah. This is a joke. So fast forward now with Gregg's Eggs. I know we're jumping all over the place, but that's how it's going to be since we've been off for so long.
Right.
The backyard, it's all fenced in, outdoor gazebo, living room thing, and we have a chicken shanty town going on because we got this big extended run, chicken coop run, and really nice coop that's like a mansion, and it's got perches and way too big for the chickens that's in it. And then the OG chickens, the big ladies now, they're in like the little...
They're in the little tiny one,
little
right?
tiny hut all together, which they don't mind. And if you're into funny and just staying up to date with the ladies, the chickens, check out Gregg's Eggs on Facebook. GREGGS.
Yep.
# Gregg's Eggs. And same thing on Arcade Impossible Instagram. So yeah, definitely check out that Facebook. I'm gonna start posting videos to there too.
Yeah.
I think now instead of arcade videos, I'm gonna post more chicken and car videos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like logical progression. So let's get a few other things out of the way, and then I want to talk about games.
Games.
A few things. It's nice. It's super hot out. I'm back into golf. I like golf a lot.
I'm not.
Did I tell you that I went with my uncles?
Yeah, you did. Because I asked if you wanted to hang out, and you're like, no.
Did I tell you what happened when I was playing?
You told me you walked the whole thing.
Walked the
18
whole thing.
holes.
And this thing happened. I got my name in the paper.
What?
I didn't tell you.
No, you didn't.
Is that? I mean, I didn't tell you. That's what you're saying. So, walked it with my uncles. My iron game sucks, but my drive game's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get more consistent, obviously playing more, but when I hit it straight 45% of the time, it's just like really long with my shitty driver. I can get it like 250. So if I had a good club, it'd be great. So it was a hole that was 200, hole 7 at Ingersoll Golf Course in Rockford, Illinois. I'm with a foursome, all my uncles.
Yeah.
And I drive. It's the straightest drive I've ever seen and had the perfect angle. And they're just like, holy crap. So ding, it bounced maybe 40 yards in front of the green, rolled up to the green, rolled, this is 279 yards to the pin, rolled past the hole, but it was going right at it. So within a few feet from 279, rolled past the hole to the back fringe of the green.
Jeez.
So then I had maybe a 10-foot, 12-foot putt, and I sunk it, and I got an eagle.
Wow.
So my uncle's like, they still do that. We just got to let them know. So there's like someone who got a hole in one, which obviously is way cooler.
Oh, right.
But then
still,
it says my name, number 7 at Ingersoll Eagle in the paper.
You're on the list.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like it was a news story.
No,
They called, the clubhouse called the paper and told them. But
that's still pretty cool.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it's my first eagle, definitely. I didn't think it was that big of a deal because I was like, well, I thought only holes in one are what people freak out about. But I guess it's, if you're golfing, that's an awesome thing to be like, yeah, I got an eagle. It's crazy.
Right.
Because it doesn't happen that often.
Unless you're Happy Gilmore.
Right. Tap it in.
Yeah.
So it's funny, like, my iron game sucks. So it's like, drive really far, 9 iron. Drive really far, 9. It was a long course, but that was fun. Cool thing to do. For Christmas, I got my lady friend a introductory flight lesson.
Oh,
at an
yeah,
airport.
I saw that.
And kind of awesome. Like, if you want to, like, just blow away your significant other, like, with a good gift, just out of the blue, if they would do it, if you know they would do it. Yeah, if they know you'd do it, just get them that, because they're going to not expect it and be like, holy crap, I get to fly a plane.
Yeah.
And it's not crazy expensive. It's probably same price as a normal gift that you'd get for them, like a reasonable gift. And it expired 6 months later, so we did the flight like 3 weeks ago. So since you're paying for the plane anyway for the hour, I just rode in the back of the Cessna 172 while she had her full instructing lesson from the instructor guy, and she did the takeoff, flying around, and then the approach, and then he took over for the final landing part. But she had never done a flight simulator before, anything, just completely fresh. So it's pretty fun sitting in the back. A little nervous in the back, not being in any control at all in this tiny little plane.
I can see that.
And they did the whole, like, let's drop the flaps and go into the wind and lower the engine to like we're basically about to stall.
Right.
And then they pick the flaps up, so then you just drop. Mm-hmm. That got my stomach really good.
Yeah.
So that's something we'd like to do in the future, is maybe get a private pilot's license.
That would be awesome.
It would be. Unfortunately, you heard all the projects I've had going on. It's not in the cards for me in the near future, but I'd like to sometime,
I wouldn't mind either.
Yeah, man. We should do it up. for all just a bunch of pilots. You can just go flying around.
Yeah, where you want to go.
Right. It's more expensive than driving, but who likes driving?
I know.
Unless we can get on to the next thing if you want.
Yeah, unless the thing you've been doing last week and
yeah. So 4th of July at my work, they're off Thursday, Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Last week was 4th of July week.
Right.
So I was like, what an original idea. I'll take Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off, and I got a whole week off. And basically everyone in the company did that too.
Oh, nice.
And until people are like, we need some people to work. You guys can't get this off. So I had been talking about, I always wanted to drive a Tesla. Who doesn't? Our age people that are into technology.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like the coolest car you could drive besides like doing an exotic car, like a Porsche or a Lamborghini or something.
Right.
So I was like, oh yeah, whatever. Maybe one day I'll drive one, rent one or something. And then Turo popped into my head again, that app where you can rent somebody else's car. It's Airbnb for somebody else's car. And I checked it out and I looked around and I was like, babe, we can rent a Tesla. And, they were really expensive. So I was thinking maybe I could do a day. It's like $220 a day. But then they limit you to like 100 miles, and I think that's about it. So I was like, oh, that's a lot. But then I found up in Madison, this guy, he basically rents out his Tesla Model 3, white with the black arrow rims, full autopilot capability, all-wheel drive, dual motor, and he was like 120 a day. So seriously, if you are interested at all to like drive a cool car, Tesla, if you're close to a big city, not even in Chicago, like there's a lot in Chicago, but Madison, Milwaukee was good for me. Anywhere you're at, if you're by a big city, you could probably make this happen, rent it for a day. Super easy with the app. And actually, I didn't even think about this till now, but I have a link that if you sign up using my referral code, we each get $25 off.
Oh.
So you also get $25 off your first rental too. So do that so I can rent more Teslas. But anyway, the whole point is it's really awesome. Like we got there, I left my car. I never met the guy. All I did was text him, hey, we're at the car. And he was at a wedding.
Oh.
And then
you just took his car.
Yeah, it was free.
I mean, you didn't take it, but...
No, yeah, so I texted him, hey, we're here. Like 15 seconds later, the brake lights blink, and he'd text back, it's unlocked. The card for driving is in the center console, because it can use like a little credit card, an NFC card for badging into the car. All you have to do is like tap it on the console, and you're authorized to drive. He's like, I set up a profile for you, so it said Gregg when I got in.
Oh, wow.
Any changes I did, it just hit save.
Wow.
And that was in my profile, not messing up his stuff. It's really weird because you want to look for a start button.
Oh, yeah, that would throw me off big time.
But basically the center, it's super minimalist if you haven't seen it, but it's just like a center 20-inch, I don't know how big it is, but it's a big screen, and then you have no buttons anywhere.
Right.
And it's just like this nice, real piece of wood strip across the dash, and you have two like scroll wheels on the wheel. That's it.
That's crazy.
All leather, just great. So all you have is like the right, I have the left blinker. What's that thing called? I don't know.
What?
The stick that sticks out of the steering wheel. Whatever, the left and right
signal,
stick. Signal things, yeah.
I don't know the proper name for it.
But the right one, you click that up to go in reverse and down to go into drive. That's it.
Okay, and that's it.
So you get in and then you just do that.
Wow.
And it's kind of blown away because that thing 0 to 60 is 4.4 seconds. And you don't hear anything when you're driving.
It's insane.
Yeah. And it's really nice. There's no rumbling. That's the thing that after I drove the thing for 3 days straight, and afterwards it's so shocking. One, how slow the combustion engine cars are.
Right.
No matter what. Like every car, I've driven 3 different cars since then. They're all just make me unhappy. And two, like, just It was a full experience, and I definitely recommend if you have like a Turo and someone's listing it cheap enough where you can do it for a day or even longer, go for it because it's an experience. What else? The thing, I've never felt the acceleration. I've been in fast cars. Like when I was younger, my friend had a Mustang Mustang Cobra SVT.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it had posi, and the rear end was changed out, and it had valve job and headers and a bunch of crap. Cars talk. And the thing was really fast. And I drove that, and I was like, okay, cool, get it. This is way more fun than that by multitude, like a lot more fun. I can't even talk clearly because I'm just thinking about all the driving right now.
Right.
But it's just so fast off the acceleration, and that's all you really need. Race up to the speed limit. I don't want to go 200 miles an hour or be crazy on the road.
There's no need to.
No, unless you're a dumb kid. But the thing's rated the safest car in the world, and the auto driving, you just double click the right stick down, and it stays in its lane, and it drives. Like,
it's crazy.
The speed that you're at, you can adjust it with the roll wheel, but otherwise you don't touch the gas, you don't touch the brake, and you don't touch the steering wheel. You can do that for like 2 minutes before it gets mad because of regulations. You can't have autonomous cars yet.
Right, not yet. It's coming, I'm sure.
Yeah, they got to work out some stuff with it, but all the stress of driving, if you don't like it in traffic and highway or whatever, you just rest your 2 fingers on the front of the steering wheel and it drives. We're in
insane
traffic jam, and I just was talking with a lady friend. Keep going with the whole time, listening to music. I had my fingers rested on it. The car in front of me moved. The Tesla moved.
Yeah.
It was like in construction zone, so we had like the dividers and everything that are not normal parts of the road. So it's not off GPS. It's completely like what the situation is, how intelligent the car is. And we were in that for like an hour. It was fine. I didn't care. I didn't have to touch the gas or the brake.
That's crazy.
And got some funny videos with that. Besides that, some other really funny stuff. So our buddy Mike, BFF Mike, is that what we call him on this?
I think so.
Yeah. So him and I were out doing errands and stuff, and I had to run into Aldi to get some finishing butter. Unnecessary details. Finishing butter for your steaks. Oh my God, at the last minute.
Yes.
So when I hit the climate stuff, there's like auto, on, off, and dog mode. So I hit dog mode. I get out of the car. Everything looks normal. I swipe the badge, or if I had the phone, it would just arm. But then the center screen shows a little picture of a dog, and then it says, "Don't worry, my owner will be back soon," and the AC is set to 70 degrees. So you see a dog in a car on a hot day, and you're like, oh my God.
Right. People freak out.
They should have newborn baby mode.
Yeah, something.
Don't worry. My parents are awful and negligent, and they're in the grocery store, but at least I'm not overheating. But yeah, dog mode. It was great.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And it has games on it. I want to do a video for Arcade Impossible because it has like Asteroids and all these Breakout and all these other arcade games on there. So anyway, I had it for 3 days. I picked up Win in it. I'm sorry. It sucks that we didn't get to hang out.
That's all right.
And do it, but I'm sure it'll be fine soon. Because we returned it after 3 days in Madison. Me and lady friend went to dinner, and I had been thinking about it nonstop for 3 days about how this is. I'm copying what other people have said, but it's completely true. It's like having a flip phone for a car, and then you experience an iPhone for a car. Yeah, it's just like, well, why would you use
like night and day?
Yeah, it was that different. The autopilot stuff, just the way it drives, the range, 310-mile range or whatever, and it was just luxury. It was great. So we were at a nice little Italian restaurant, Portobello in Madison, and I bought a Tesla with my phone. Now, I'm not a rich person, but I do have a Honda Element, which is worth an okay amount of money. And I have my Jeep Wrangler, which is worth an okay amount of money. And there's a few arcade machines I wanted to sell that are worth a good amount of money. I'm selling my Tapper.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's like 3 other ones. I have to make room for one.
That's true.
So I can get a lot of money.
It's pretty crowded down there.
A lot of my down payment just from the few arcade machines I want to get rid of. So I did the math and I was like, I've never bought a new car. I've never bought a nice car. Like my Element was nice, but it wasn't a lot. It was less than 10 grand. I've never bought a car more than 10 grand.
Oh.
And I don't have car payments for like 5 years for that 10 grand car and then paid off whatever. So it's like, I'm pretty, good with my money with cars. And I did all the math and I was like, okay, it'll be this much a month for the loan, this much down payment with this stuff. And I was like, I'm going to do it. And both of my cars are not necessarily known for being safe. And I think about that now as I'm getting older.
True.
And stuff like that. So the Tesla Model 3 is rated the highest safest car in the world now.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. 5-star. And even for like, I think it was for children, it was like above an 80 rating in the back, which is kind of unheard of.
Yeah.
And then
for sure.
If you're like racing up to a bike or a person crossing the street or a car, it automatically slams on the brakes and they didn't hit anything. The impact rating, and since it doesn't have an engine that has to get pushed out of the way, it was great. I saw this thing on Reddit where a HRV, which is a little bit smaller than a Honda CRV, was passing 2 cattle trucks and head-on collision hit a Tesla.
Oh.
And sad, they died.
Well, yeah.
The HRV person died. The Tesla's heavier than that, so it had a little bit of advantage there. The whole Tesla just looks wrecked. It's crumpled in. The pillar by the driver's side crumpled in, but it didn't look like it messed up that rectangle of safe zone. The Tesla driver had bruises and might have broken their wrist.
Wow.
Head-on collision.
Jeez.
Like the thing's got like knee airbags, leg airbags pop out.
Really?
Yeah, and then there's a front airbag, and then the whole curtain all the way back.
Side airbags. Yeah, all that.
So it's kind of insane. I'm really excited about it. Got the Model 3 black because all the other paint jobs they want $1,000 more.
Yeah, always.
$1,500, $2,500
it's
more.
It's like that with regular cars.
And I used to detail cars when I was younger, 19, 20, whatever. So black car's fine. I know what I'm getting into. And with all the people doing wraps and PPV and all these coatings, like they're so expensive. I'm just going to deal with it. And if it's really bad after 5 years, maybe I'll get a new paint job, or I have a buffer. I can buff out scratches myself.
Yeah,
like that's what I used to do anyway with detailing. So I figure whatever. But anyway, so I'm just totally whoring myself out. If you're going to buy a Tesla, I got a referral code. All these are on podbean.com, Gregg Hansen podcast. So just use my referral code and you will get 1,000 miles of supercharger credit. And so will I. Full disclosure. But anyway, that's stupid. I never thought that would ever happen. 1, I didn't think I'd ever drive one, so that's my expectations. And then 2, I didn't think I'd ever actually buy one. But getting rid of my two awful gas mileage cars, by the way. And then every night I just plug it in my garage and I wake up to a full tank of electricity, right? So
yeah,
that's kind of stupid too.
Yeah, we were making jokes earlier where Greg's gonna start carrying an extension cord everywhere he goes. Come over to your house. Hey, let me borrow your outlet.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, let's hang out. Like I just got this really 100-foot extension cord in my frunk. And I want to not even ask. Just plug it in.
Pull up and plug in.
This is before I ring the doorbell to your house. And I go up to the side where you plug in your Christmas lights and I just plug in the house. And then just, hey, how's it going? Hey, I'll hang out for a few hours.
What are you doing?
That way I'm at a net positive of mileage driving to your house and back. Told my dad that. So the next thing is I told my boss at work this. And kind of planted that seed with him. And now he's configuring one. And I was like, you know what we could do? We could get charging spots at work. And he has like a 40-minute commute.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
so I was like, it'd be great for the environment. It's like, it's really great. We're a forward-thinking company. We should probably do this.
There you go.
Yeah. So if we can get that charge going, it'd be great. Anyway, that's Tesla stuff. I think I want... So it has... Lady friend was talking about this with me, and I thought it was a great idea. I haven't done a YouTube video in forever. Like, I actually edited a video myself either. I'm going to, out of nowhere, upload a video to Arcade Impossible reviewing the arcade games on the Tesla.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I mean, hey.
And then just full-on release videos every week about Tesla review stuff and news. It'll still be Arcade Impossible, but it's purely going to be like... We talked about this before. Like, you feel kind of siloed into this... Like, I started making arcade videos, so now the only thing I can put on there is arcade stuff for people. You kind of feel like constrained. I felt like that.
You felt like that? Okay.
I mean, there's not a lot of videos besides like old game look fors, which is still games, or game reads, still games, jokes.
Right.
There's not a lot of videos on that are not gaming related. There's not any, I don't think.
No, not really.
So I thought I've already done like the major point of it. Like, I wanted to just go at it, and it was great. You know, however many years we did that. Now it's my YouTube channel, so I want to put whatever I want to do up there. And I think that's fine. So if I want to put up random Tesla videos or drone videos or Gregg's eggs videos.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so little insider for Gregg Hansen podcast listeners. I was talking with my buddy Chris, a guy up in Coal Valley. We got all the, the Rush machines from and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
He is buying a few games off of me, and he's going to help me bring up a few of my higher priced games, like Tempest and stuff like that.
Oh.
And we're going to put them outside by the chicken coops and make it look like it's part of it. Like the chickens live inside those.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I've never heard
not even
this
April
before.
Fools. This is just out of nowhere. So I'm going to be like, hey guys, just want to keep you updated. Like, the arcade thing's still going well. I still have the arcade, but now that I can't really keep up with repairs, I'm just going to... I found a better use for these because I needed to make room anyway. And they're basically perfect boxes already, so they work as chicken coops.
Oh, jeez.
So I'm going to bring some arcade games out there and put chickens in them, and I'm gonna line the inside so it can't get poop everywhere.
I was going to say, you're going to destroy the inside.
But if you could see like a little chicken pop its head out of the coin door of a Tempest.
Oh, jeez.
And then I make a wire mesh that goes into the main run so it actually looks permanent.
Oh, God.
So it's the most trolly thing I could think of. And then I want to be dead serious about it.
Oh,
and then
man.
just do chicken videos every Monday for like 2 months. I think that's going to be way more fun. That's going to be more fun than the Arcade Impossible videos.
Probably, yes.
Oy. So stupid.
Hey, you got to make it fun.
That's right. That's all life is, man. Experiences. Got to have fun.
That's right.
It's not forever. Oh, man. So the Steam sale just ended a little bit ago, yesterday. Did you know what was happening?
Yeah, but I didn't.
Rip my wallet. I'd say first game I'm going to talk about is one I'm addicted to. I actually got it on the Switch. It's called Slay the Spire. It's a roguelike roguelike deck building game. To me, that sounds stupid. I didn't buy it for the longest time. And then I looked at it because I like roguelikes. I like starting over, getting more beefy, doing your build. And I was like, whatever, I'm going to buy it. So I started it, and it's like you basically got to crawl through this RNG random dungeon, and you have these cards, and you at the end of every match with whatever bosses or monsters, you get 3 cards to choose from, completely random, that you've unlocked. And one might be like, gain 8 block, draw a card. And then you draw another card of your deck that you've built or whatever.
Yeah.
And another one might be like super stuff, and they cost points, whatever. And then you can get relics that are like permanent buffs, and you can get unlimited number of those. It kind of reminds me of like Risk of Rain, how you get unlimited power-ups, stuff like that. So I was super addicted immediately. Like, I bought this game. I don't play a lot of games for a long time. I have a short attention pan. Oh my gosh.
Short attention span?
I got a short attention pan. I got a short attention span with games. So I played it for like 4 hours the first day, which is a lot for me.
That is a lot for you.
Yeah. And it's on Switch, so I can just play it in bed till I'm falling asleep now, which is great. But then, so after a few days of playing it, I bought it on Steam because it was on half.
Oh, of course.
I share my Steam library with friends and family, so my brother can play all my games.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you gotta check this out. He's like, yeah, I'll check it out, whatever. He wasn't enthusiastic about it at all. And he's played Hearthstone and Pokemon, the card game.
Right.
Like, he's played all those.
Yeah.
So I just knew. I was like, you have to play it. The next morning he calls me. He's like, why'd you do that?
I hate you.
He's like, seriously. He's like, hey brother, what, crack? Like,
oh
is
my
that
God.
bad? I think he played 15 hours over 2 days.
Oh my Lord. Wow.
He's really good. There's 3 characters you got to run through and beat all 3 levels of tiers of dungeons with each one to beat the game.
He
won
done
after
that.
3 days.
Jeez.
Guess how many I've beaten?
1?
None.
None.
I told my brother that. You know what he said to me? He said, get good.
Good scrub.
This is my Dark Souls, bro. Souls, bro. We should play that again.
Yeah, yeah.
We just get so trolled when we get multiplayer Dark Souls and we get invaded and murdered.
Yeah, we get invaded. And it's
again.
Horrible.
It's so
There's
fun,
people
though.
out there just want to mess with you.
I think I'd rather run through Bloodborne again than Dark Souls.
Yeah, definitely.
But you get invaded a lot in that, too.
That's true.
Bloodborne.
That's very true.
Oh, Bloodborne's so good.
Bloodborne 2, that's supposed to be coming out.
Yes.
I don't know when.
That's a day one order.
I don't know when exactly, but...
So games besides Slay the Spire, definitely recommend it. Use referral code. Just kidding.
Here you go. Whoring yourself out again.
Another game that me and Lady Friend actually played is Detroit Become Human.
Yeah, I've heard that's
basically
really
like Heavy
good.
Rain kind of game, and it's great. It's like a movie, perfect to play with a girlfriend or a lady friend. Same thing. You know how we played Resident Evil 7?
Oh, yeah. How could I forget?
What was that one called?
Biohazard.
Biohazard.
Yes.
It's on the PC in the arcade. It was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. In the dark.
So
Screaming like little girls.
During the Steam sale, I had some credits.
Oh, yeah?
I bought Resident Evil 2 on the PC.
Oh, nice.
So we should play it, not at the bar, at the curved widescreen with the speakers.
Oh, jeez.
Because that's the super high performance PC.
Yeah.
Best monitor ever. So we should play that. I have it lined up, so
that's awesome.
sometime we could play that. Other games, there's a lot to go through. You ever heard of Subnautica?
Heard of it, haven't played it.
Did I show you it at all?
No, I don't think so.
I got hooked on it for like 5 days. And what it is you like, I'm not going to do any spoilers. You crash land on a planet and you're like in a little life pod and you can see the huge ship burning and you have to just swim down and collect materials. And there's like a little 3D printing thing in your life pod, but you have to get enough materials to fix that and then you can upgrade, but you can't breathe for more than, or hold your breath for more than 15 seconds, so you can't go down very long. So you keep going till you can upgrade your tank, stuff like that, and then get more stuff. And then eventually I built a bubble thing, and there's a awesome story. If it was just crafting thing, I'm done with that. That's why I never got into Minecraft for whatever reason. But this one's story, it's dark and it's super beautiful. And it supports VR, and I'm really surprised I didn't play it in VR.
VR, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I can wear the Vive and then just be in that world.
You really want to do that?
It's really dark. You can go really deep. I was going like 400 meters deep in the ocean.
You'd
it's
probably
black.
be sweating your ass off.
Yeah. So that's one I'm going to revisit, but that's Subnautica on Steam. It's also on PS4.
Yeah, I think that's where I saw it, was on PS4.
If you're a fan of StarCraft or Command and Conquer or any of those strategy games, They Are Billions is awesome. And it was awesome before on Steam that it was just like you have this little fort and you put guys around the perimeter and you build out your base, right? You got colony people, and then you can make a barracks and make fighting guys. But there's like little slow zombies everywhere that might attack your base, or they're dumb.
They're dumb.
But then there's massive hordes of zombies every 10 days, 15 days, whatever, depending on the map you're in. And you literally will have hundreds, I don't know if it gets to thousands, but it's called They Are Billions for a reason. Like, it's just, they storm in, and if you have walls built, and then you're like making tiers of walls with guys that can fall back.
Oh, jeez.
If any one of your buildings, like it's a fisherman's hut for getting more food for the colony, if that gets hit by a zombie like 5 times, 3 more zombies pop out of that, and they're stronger than the other zombie.
Oh, wow.
And then those guys, you can't kill those very fast. They go and they hit one of your huts, 4 more pop out of that, you're done. Like,
yeah,
if you
obviously.
let anything get taken over, you're done.
Oh, jeez.
So you can get really far, and then you like have a little hole in your defense, and you're like, oh, I lost the whole match. But that game now, I think as of 2 weeks ago, they released a full campaign for it.
Oh, jeez.
So like, you know how StarCraft 2 has amazing campaign?
Right.
It's like that. And you can like level up stuff, and it's so good. So They Are Billions. Recommend it. Same thing with Frostpunk. If you want to make decisions whether you give people soup and they're pissed off, or you put sawdust in their food so they're more full, or you enact 24-hour labor or child labor. Like, you get to decide on new laws.
Really?
It's very dark. That's called Frostpunk. Last game, before I talk about the board game we played, Mordhau.
Oh, yes.
So we had a LAN bar game night, me, you, and Win.
Yeah.
And we're all playing Mordhau, which is like a 64-player, you versus them, tug of war, or hold the base for points like Battlefield. And it's full-out war. It's like so many people on the screen. There's people on horses that are jerks running around just jousting your head off.
Yeah.
You can bow and arrow. You can have more armor moving slower. You can have pikes, everything. You build your loadout and you earn more, and then you can basically customize with skill perks or more armor or whatever. So I have a lute and a bow, so I can play music and then shoot arrows at people. That's my main character now. But me, you, and Win played it, and it was like legit war that we would be running and you can hit V while you're running, and it's like, yeah! And then we kill someone, and me, you, and Win were like, yeah! Yeah! Damn it. It was just going crazy. It was awesome. Lady friend was like, what were you guys doing?
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty fun, though.
I could hear you down there.
We were screaming.
So Mordhau is great. Have you played that anymore since?
I played a little bit of it. I haven't gotten around too much.
Yeah,
I need to, though.
It's great. So great. Mordhau. Mordhau.
Yeah.
Last game is a board game that I've been wanting to play for years now. Got super into board games late 2016, and into early 2017 was buying them up like crazy. Looking at reviews, reading about them, buying them up. Easy to justify for me because I got really into it, and I was like, you know what? They're not like games where it's like, this didn't age well. It's a board game.
Yeah.
Play Monopoly, whatever. Like, games are still good after a long time. So I was like, why not build them up? I'll have them till I die, and then someone's pissed off that they're like, why do I have to get rid of all these board games? But Gloomhaven is like the biggest amount of crap in a board game ever. It's like
jeez.
11 inches tall box. It's like 20 some pounds.
Yeah.
It has a bunch of envelopes sealed. It's based in the Dungeons and Dragons universe.
Mm-hmm.
It's like D&D light, though, because you don't need a dungeon master. And characters are not permanent. Like, you can run through a dungeon. If you die, you can play permadeath where they're gone, but then you just pull another character, roll another character, and it's not like you just say, oh, I'm now this guy. There's actual cards and icons that you would pick, and then you get this whole loadout, and you don't know what it is.
Right.
And it was awesome.
Yeah, it was really a lot of fun.
We played for like 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 4 players. It was, I think, it's like, what do they say, a half an hour per player is normal time once you're used to the rules and everything. But there's like 100 missions where I don't think we're ever going to finish the game.
Probably not.
But I like that. It's expensive. It's like $100 for the board game. But
there's so much
if you got a group of people you're going to play with, totally worth it. And now they have expansions for it.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's called Gloomhaven.
Yeah,
and
that's
like after
insane.
the missions, you can go back to the town. The idea is you're all like mercenaries working together. You're not really a party. You're kind of working together, but you don't really care about what each other's doing. You have your own objectives.
Yeah.
And you spend the gold in Gloomhaven buying new stuff for your character and unlocking stuff. And after so long, once you achieve your goal, your character's gone. They're not dead. They're still in that world, but you start a new character.
You can you can retire your character, basically.
Yep. And then there's a big campaign and stickers for a map of what you've done and uncovered. I 3D printed organizers for that thing. Because there's so much crap.
There's so much stuff in that game.
Yeah. So I'm glad we're back to doing the Gregg Hansen podcast. I can't ever say that. But I know this one was all over the place. It's just there's so much to get caught up on, and we just gotta be regular with the episodes again.
Yeah.
Did you want to talk about that thing you got?
Oh. What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, talk about your thing.
So, I watched this guy on YouTube. His name's Furious Pete. I don't know if any of you guys heard of him or not. He used to be a competitive eater, but now he's a competitive eater, like workout guy, but now he works out more than he competitive eats.
Is he fat?
No, not really.
So competitive eaters, they're not usually fat.
No,
they're just
crazy. But he like
bulks.
If he eats something, then he like does a crazy workout and burns all the calories
so
off.
He's bulky.
Yeah, he's bulky.
That's cool.
The other reason I started watching him is he had testicular cancer.
Okay.
And I wear that little bracelet. Or it's like a dumbbell. That's from him, and it benefits. Every purchase benefits to testicular cancer research. But
nice.
Anyway, well, he has his own, what do you call that? Formulations, like workout powders and amino acids and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Like BCAAs, pre-workout, post-workout,
he has
all
his
that
own line of stuff.
Okay.
And he just came out with this new one called Essential Poop.
Okay.
And it has a picture of a poop emoji on it.
Nice.
And I was like, and he's like, if you ever, not even if you're not having problems, it's just probiotics. He says it just makes everything flow nice and easy.
Yeah, I mean, their gut biome, and it's healthy.
It works.
That's great.
It works.
I got a thing of kombucha I got to brew. That stuff works.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Now, really important, do you have a referral code?
No, but
I think this episode should be called Tesla. Here's my referral code.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can go and look him up, and if you want a bottle of it, I think it's on sale right now because it's 4th of July sale. He's from Canada, but he did a Canadian sale, and then he does a American sale.
That's cool.
So, yeah. So, if you have trouble,
can you get a referral link?
Maybe.
I'll
check it out.
Gregg Hansen podcast link on Podbean, and you'll find MegaMatt's referral code link.
Essential Poop.
This episode's called "We Are Not Sellouts."
No, not at all.
So dumb. All right. Well, I think we're going to get back into this more regularly. The problem was I've reformatted my MacBook. I didn't have all the stuff set up.
And you had so
many house projects.
You had so much
no
stuff
dining
going
room to
on.
record in anymore.
Yeah. It's just.
So I'm going to leave this set up somewhere, and that way we can still record when we get the opportunity. I'm going to take a picture selfie for the... Great. All right. So, you got anything else?
No? I think we're good. How long is the episode?
Like 56. Bye.
Oh, okay.
Bye, Felicia.